Hi, Kristi at the Rada Kitchen, and today I'd like to share a recipe on how to make homemade pizza crust. It's really simple, real easy ingredients. The first thing I do is I get a cup of really hot water, and I add 1 packet of quick rise yeast, and this is a 1/4 ounce packet, and you want to stir that in. Now you're going to want to let this sit for about 5 minutes. I usually stir this up and then I start mixing or measuring my flour and the salt. So I'll get this stirred in. So while that's sitting, you'll want to measure 2 cups of all-purpose flour in a bowl. And to that I add about a teaspoon of salt. And you'll just mix that good. So I'm going to let that sit for about 5 minutes. So now we're ready to add the yeast water mixture to the flour and the salt mixture. I like to make a little like well in the middle of the flour. And pour in the yeast, and then I add about a tablespoon of olive oil, and then I just stir it in with a fork. Until it gets pretty kind of sticky. What we're going to do is knead this, so you'll work in a little more flour. So if it's a little sticky, that's okay. So on my work surface, I'm going to put out some flour. And then you just knead it. I knead it until it feels soft and smooth. It gets kind of a smooth texture. So you might have to keep adding a little bit of flour. You don't want to add a lot. So you'll have to do this maybe 5 to 10 minutes. It's just a good arm workout. So you fold and push. The best thing about making your own crust is it doesn't have all those extra ingredients, preservatives, and it's really inexpensive. Plus it tastes better too. Alright, so you keep kneading it until it gets really smooth, kind of has a smooth texture. It's pretty pliable. So now, I like to make sure there's flour in the bowl. And now what we're going to do is put it in the bowl and set it in a warm place. I usually get my oven preheated to 450, so it's a really warm place to set your dough. I usually let it set till it raises maybe halfway up the bowl, or maybe doubles in size. Depending on the temperature of the day of your house, could take 10 minutes, could take a half hour. Alright, so I'm going to set it on my stove, but don't turn on the burners. And we'll come back after it's risen. So here's our pizza crust that we let raise. And now, I just like to I can't spin it, but I like to do this. And just spread it out on your You could use a rolling pin too. I just use my fingers. And this is a 15-inch stoneware pizza pan. You can use it to make pizza, you can make frozen foods, you can make cookies on it. And if it's thin in the middle, I like to take a fork and make holes, and then I like to brush it with a little olive oil. And I'm going to put it in a 450-degree oven to brown it a little bit, about 5 minutes. So the crust was in the oven for about 10 minutes, or you can bake it until it's lightly browned. And now it's ready for your favorite pizza sauce and toppings. I made a video of Alfredo chicken pizza. You can check it out on our blog. Thanks for watching.